Hello everyone and welcome to Arcane Legends Tips and Tricks, and in this video I am going to be talking about pet happiness bonuses and how damage percentage works. So I'm going to first talk about how damage percentage works. So your damage is calculated by the highest damage percentage there is. So this takes into account your pet happiness bonus and any other bonuses you have, such as your damage elixirs. So since I have a damage elixir and a pet happiness bonus, my damage actually goes up by plus 30%. Not, and it doesn't take into account the plus 10% damage from the pet happiness bonus because of how the game calculates your damage. Now, to prove this, um, I have an arcane ability as well that gives a 20% damage buff. So right now, with the 30% damage elixir, my damage is at 3977.36. And once again, I am using Shadow Lurk, which gives a 20% damage buff for 5 seconds. So I am going to use it and then quickly swap to the character screen to show my stats. So I'm going to use the Arcane ability. Now, I got the crit buff, which is at 41.4, and as you can see, it swapped to 21.24, but my damage didn't change at all. Now, just in case you didn't catch that, I am going to do it again. As soon as this arcane ability charges up again, it charges really fast, which is good. So let's try that again. So as you can see, it's still at 3977.36. So how can you get around this to ensure that you get the most damage out of, well, your attacks and all that? So there's a few things you can do. If you are using a pet that gives you a happiness bonus, what you can do is replace the arcane ability with something that gives you raw damage, such as Krampus's arcane ability, or let's see, do I have it? No. You can also use Patch's arcane ability, which gives you a 5 damage buff, or you can use Chris and Kringle's arcane ability, which increases your damage by 6. Uh, and this is because they aren't percentage, it is just raw damage. So it is not going to like interfere with like damage percentages and all that. Now, another thing that you can do is that you can find an arcane ability that reduces armor because it is a debuff, and pretty much what it does is that it lets you do more damage towards that enemy. So pets that give you uh, armor reduction to enemies are pets like Tour. Another one is Brother's Whim. I have some other arcane ability in it right now, but its arcane ability pulls in enemies and then reduces their armor. You can also use pets such as Wylenor and Tyrannica. Um, there's also Chompy, which also reduces armor. And yeah, there's also Magma as well, which reduces armor as well. So yeah, there's plenty of pets that give you armor reduction for enemies, and it's also in many of a pet's passive abilities, where it has a chance to reduce enemies' armor on attack. So yeah, that's pretty much about it. Hopefully you found this useful, and thank you so much for watching.